Sri Arif Mohammed Kanji, Honorable Governor of Kerala, Sri Sridharan Pillai, Honorable Governor of Mizoram, Sri Sitaram Yechuri, CPM General Secretary, and Sri Jairam Ramesh, Sri Rahul Gandhi, Members of Parliament, and I could see Sri N. Ram, Hindu, Sri Shreyams Kumar, son of Virendra Kumarji, Sri P.V. Chandran. I could see Sri Srinivas Swami, and also I was just looking at this web, I could find Jaya Jetriji and other friends also. I am told some more people are joining. Dear sisters and brothers, எல்லாவருக்கும் என்கிட்ட நமஸ்காரம். இது எனக்கு ஒரு வைகாரிக நிமிஷம் ஆன். குறிச்ச மாசங்களுக்கு முன்பு நம்மளே விட்டுపోய நம்முடைய பிரிய சுஹృத் శ్రీ వెంపి వీరేంద్ర కుమార్ని ఇన్నైవిటే நாம் స్మరికురికయాన్. This is an emotional moment for me today as we all connect to remember our beloved friend Sri MP Virendra Kumar, who left for heavenly abode some months ago. Had he been with us, we would have been celebrating his 84th birthday today. Sri Virendra Kumar was a multifaceted personality, a politician, a prolific writer, an environmentalist, and an accomplished journalist. For protection of environment, as just now Jairam has said, he has resigned from his ministership. As chairman and managing director of the Mathrubhumi Printing and Publishing Limited, he made an invaluable contribution in the field of journalism. He also served as the president of the Indian Newspaper Society and chairman of the Press Trust of India. In his journalistic role, he pioneered the cause of the freedom of the press in the larger interest of the people. He piloted several initiatives and led various campaigns as a member of the various press bodies. Despite ushering technology in the publication of a range of magazines by the publishing company that brings out Mathrubhumi, Sri Virendra Kumarji ensured the protection and the rights and welfare for the employees. Such a sync between words and deeds is very rare, that too nowadays. Dear sisters and brothers, we are in the midst of a pandemic which has disrupted every activity and impacted the economies of all nations. It is in such times that we need to draw inspiration from the likes of Sri Virendra Kumar and adopt a more empathetic attitude our fellow citizens towards their welfare. The media industry too was badly hit by the pandemic, and I understand that several media houses are facing COVID-induced financial strain, and it's naturally having its own effect on the salaries and welfare and livelihood of many of our journalist friends. I am told that there has also been layoffs. I appeal to everyone to treat their employees with empathy, not mere sympathy, and care and stand with them during these difficult times. One of the most important aspects of Virendra Kumarji's life was the empowerment of people through dissemination of information. This is all the more necessary in present times to provide correct and authentic information. That's why I always say information with confirmation is more than an ammunition. In the present situation, information which is confirmed, that is what is needed. I appreciate that despite taking a hit, media has pursued the mission of empowering people through information and perspective on the pandemic. However, media should guard against unverified and unsubstantiated claims on treating COVID-19. Sri Virendra Kumarji was a distinguished member of the Rajya Sabha and an exemplary parliamentarian. Even with health problems, he used to come to the parliament and he used to speak on important issues, and he used to come to me and also make special request also to provide him with an opportunity. I was so much impressed by his performance and by his commitment. He was deeply committed to the cause of the uplifting of the marginalized sections, be it Kerala Legislative Assembly, Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. His conduct was worthy of admiration by all the legislators. Widely seen as someone who commanded respect across political spectrum, he was baptized into politics with Praja Socialist Party at the age, I'm told, about 16 years, and was later drawn into Socialist Party by the late Sri Jayaprakash Narayan. He was influenced by Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia. He was arrested during emergency and his assets, I'm told, were confiscated. Sri Virendra Kumar always put the public cause over everything else. He was a man of principles. This was evident in the episode, and he was made Minister of Forest in the Kerala government. His first decision was to ban cutting of trees, as he was conscious of these adverse consequence of tinkering with nature. Huge pressure was brought on him to withdraw the decision. Committed to his ideals and values, Sri Virendra Kumar ji resisted and resigned within 48 hours of becoming a minister. A keen participant in the trade union movements and a passionate advocate of the rights of the workforce, as Union Minister of State for Labour, was holding independent charge. Sri Kumar ushered in pioneering reforms in the management of Employees Provident Fund, EPF, and Employees State Insurance Corporation, ESICs, to benefit the workers. He was deeply pained by the erosion of the rights of the indigenous people and supported movements for their protection in Wayanad and other areas. Dear sisters and brothers, I have time and again called for taking a balanced approach towards development and the conservation of nature. Development should not be at the cost of environment. That's why I say nature, culture, together for better future. Sri Virendra Kumar was perhaps among the very few men in public life and legislature to have been honoured with Kendriya Sahitya Academy and Kerala Sahitya Academy honours, as he was always exposing the cause of literature, and also the coveted Murthy Devi Award was awarded to him, the Bharatiya Jnanapith Trust, for his contribution to the world of letters. Last year, I had released the English version of his famous travelogue, Haimavatam Bhuvil, called Himalayan Vadissi. An author, a narrator, a publisher, administrator, parliamentarian, above all a humanist, Sri M.P. Virendra Kumar's contribution in different fields have been immense. His work and ideals will inspire the generations to come. We have to take recourse to this virtual meeting and webcast because of the situation created by the pandemic. That's why I could not meet you all people today, and I have to take recourse to this virtual address. I hope that the younger generation will read the life and contributions of Sri Virendra Kumar ji, and Matrubhumi publication will continue to be inspired by his ideals and take the cause of the common people forward and stand for protection of democratic rights of the people. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.